All right, so I just recorded this whole thing without the mic. So let's get right back into it. I won't try to be too quick because I want you guys to actually be able to get something from it, learn what I did wrong. But yeah, coming into the day, didn't really have too solid of a bias. Was just watching price. First mistake was right here. First and only mistake was right here. Price came down, we tapped a 15-minute fair value gap, but there was no SMT, no sweep of a significant low, no SMT. It was just me being like, oh, okay, we're tapping a 15-minute, let's go higher. It was definitely me just wanting to get involved in something and not be picky. So what happens? Boom. At the open, we get a little wick, put in equal highs, come down, tap this 15-minute fair value gap, boom, market structure shift above the equal highs. And then I get involved off this little 1-minute fair value gap right here. Stop right here, targeting higher. What I wanted to see was ES come up and around this internal buy side level, and then what ends up happening, boom, bearish SMD gets put in, holds, and causes price to drive lower. So on that trade I risked 105-ish or 110 because I only took one contract, and then you multiply the amount of points by 2 to get the amount risked. That would be $110 risk. But then on my eval accounts, I made 1500 because after I realized that we were getting ran here, I just took a short here targeting this sell side, and then we hit it, so that was nice. And again, like looking back at this trade, obviously shouldn't have taken it. First of all, why? There was no SMT, there was market structure shift, but I didn't even have a clear draw on liquidity. I really was not too focused. Should have been way more focused coming into the open. Recognizing, hey bro, we left these relative equal highs to come take them, to put in an S&T, to drive lower, when ES is struggling to take even this internal high. Best case scenario on this trade, bro, was we were going to take risk-free point. I would go risk-free, and then this sell-off would have happened because there would have been an S&T at this high. So there was really no winning this trade. And again, it all starts with the entry reasoning. There wasn't even a bullish S&T in this 15-minute fair value gap. So that kind of shows why and how I need to be pickier. Yeah, but was able to make the maximum I could on the evals today. So that's whatever. Gonna drop risk back down to just 500 because I was risking like 1,000 to make that 1,500. But yeah, drop risk back down to 500 because we're already halfway there. So it's basically like, okay, I just need to make 3%. That's like 1.5 trades, winning trades of $500 risk. So I'm just going to do that. But again, looking back on today, I really should have just avoided anything, because even if we didn't take this first trade, there wouldn't have been a short. And I'll go over why exactly for my model. Boom, we have the SMT, but look what happens, bro. We just sell off. There's no retracement. Even right here. Actually, technically right here, there might have been something. Let's look. So let's get rid of our long. Let's say, okay, we were patient. We recognize that there was no bullish SMT, so let's see what would have happened. So boom, we see SMT here, starting to see displacement lower. We do see a change in the state of delivery right here. A series of up close candles, these three right here, getting closed below with this displacement candle down. And then what happens? We turn this 1 minute bullish fair value gap over here into a bearish inverse fair value gap style. Boom, boom. Turn it inverse with this candle close here. At this point, could have looked to gotten involved off of the 1 minute inverse fair value gap. Stop at the S&T high, obviously, especially in this case, would have been a 2 contract trade, targeting internal sell side liquidity as our first draw. And then don't know what the second draw would have been, but look, we would have at least hit our first draw on sell side, which would have been a 1 to 1.7. Could have been at break even here, or just taken the whole trade off, bro. Or could have looked for lower, maybe target the new week opening gap, or a different low down here. But yeah, bro, that just shows that with patience comes profit. Like, actually, literally all I had to do was be patient, recognize, okay, dude, there's nothing showing here. Cool, we tap into a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. That isn't what I need to see. I need to see manipulation, distribution, and a retracement into an imbalance. And what do we get? We literally get a perfect textbook short right here. But what happened? I had already expended my one trade for the day on something that shouldn't have been taken. And yeah, would have printed even more on the actual counts, because if we take a look here, it took 354, 354, 2100. Would have printed 2K on the Apexes instead of just 3K on evals, you know? But I'll show the other. Actually, I don't want to. Here, let me pause it and I'll show the other eval. My freaking dumb head's in the way, but there you go. 1500 on the eval. But yeah, like just looking at this, looking back, it just is so clear to me that I was just not focused, bro. I was literally just, I need to, from 7 to 7:30, dog, I literally just have to be dialed in. So, yeah, I really don't want to trade tomorrow. I've just been getting cooked on Fridays, bro. I'll look back in my journal, but I don't think I will trade tomorrow. And if I do, I want to do like very light size or something, bro. But I'll have to journal that, do some introspection, see what I should do. And yeah, best case, I probably just don't trade tomorrow, if I'm being honest. That's going to be a win-win scenario. Recognize, hey, bro, I've been struggling on Fridays, so let me just not trade Fridays. Something that simple. But yeah, technically up like 2,500 on the day because I lost 100 per funded, like actual funded account, my lives, and then made like 3K on evals. I'll just do that for the title. I don't even count that. But yeah, unfortunate. Did some live reaction, live looking back at our trade, seeing what could have been done differently, and recognizing, okay, bro, there was obviously an issue of me wanting to be involved in something. Took something that was very subpar and didn't meet my criteria, just felt that it was going to work, and look what happens. A perfect setup forms, but I already expend my capital and I'm not able to take it. So yeah, that's really all I have for today. I'm gonna definitely journal and see what's gonna happen tomorrow. If I don't post tomorrow, then I will see you probably Sunday night. Might as well make a little outlook. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment how y'all did today, if you were able to catch anything here, maybe this trade. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.